who he contributed to bring Buddhism to the Mongolians, who were separated from Buddhism cults during the 70 years of communism. He was the Indian ambassador to
In this opportunity, I would like to wish success to the 12th General Assembly of the Peace Movement of the Asian Buddhists. Kambuchang Chandan Shatar, Chairman State Guru Rao, Parliament of Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, January 12, 2024. Thank you.
During this day, have restored and preserved the government of India and Mongolia and Russia. That's how we play very important role. Connect.
The ABCP Medal of Honor. We are grateful to all the dignitaries, all the honorable and honorable dignitaries present here. The Guruji's gracing the occasion as chief guest in this inaugural session of the General Assembly of ABCP. May I now request Honorable Vice President of India for his kind address and motivation. Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Jagdeep Dhanraj.
Indicating contemporaneous relevance of this August conference. Most memorable, the Charles Jones, General President ABC. It is an honor and privilege to be sharing lives with you. A man full of sensitivity, nobility, and his address will ever be etched in my mind for his content and his force. Dr. Khai, Samandattu,
for durable peace and improving the quality of life of the people. ABCP promotes the dissemination and realization of Lord Buddha's teaching on the for general and complete disarmament and for banning the production and use of nuclear and other weapons of mass destruction. The United Nations recognized its activities and granted ABCP the status of friend members and inspired them to continue their efforts towards humanity. I wish all success of the 12th General Assembly.
May I take permission of Most Venerable Mahasangha and all other dignitaries. I am here to read out the important message of the President, Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka, Mr. Honorable Ranil Wickremesinghe. Message. It is with great pleasure I extend warm congratulations to all the participants of the 12th General Assembly of the Asian Buddhist Conference for Peace, ABCP, scheduled to take place in New Delhi, India from January 17 to 18, 2024. The ABCP is a momentous occasion that brings together the collective wisdom, spirituality, and compassion of Buddhist leaders, scholars, practitioners, and advocates from diverse corners of Asia. This assembly stands as a treatment to the shared commitment to fostering harmony, understanding, and cooperation among the varied Buddhist communities across the continent. The overarching goal of the ABCP to promote the principles of peace, compassion, and social welfare resonates deeply with the timeless teachings of Buddhism. As all of you gather in New Delhi,
to invite Mr. Burun Boyer to read out the message we have received from Mr. Zandan Shatar, the Honorable Speaker of the Mongolian Parliament.
Good morning, ladies. Undertaken under international treaties and conventions acceded by the Mongolia and guided by the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, unwaveringly safeguards human rights and freedom, the right to believe and non-belief. And I would like to emphasize tangible contribution to global tranquility and the universal efforts for the good of the Mother Earth. It is a pleasure to note that the Asian Buddhist Conference of Peace, a Buddhist organization which has its headquarters in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, is making relevant contribution to the foreign policy of the country. In this opportunity, I would like to wish success to the 12th General Assembly of the Peace Movement of the Asian Buddhists. Khambachang Chandan Shatar, Chairman, State Guru Turao, Parliament of Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, January 12, 2024. Thank you.
Buddhist leaders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. National Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Executive Council, Ho Chi Minh City, January 15, 2024. His Eminent Gapchi, I extend my warmest congratulations to all participants of this significant event to be held at the momentous milestone in the journey towards peace and harmony. First and foremost, I would like to explain my since its establishment in 1970 in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. Throughout the years, this esteemed organization has been at the forefront of the world peace. Ongoing conflicts in various parts of the world, such as Europe, the Middle East, and Germany. We must draw open the teaching of the Buddhism to guide us toward a more peaceful and harmonious empathy and understanding that Buddhism imposes are essential compassion. Every impact on this esteemed gathering, I trust all participants to engage in fruitful discussions to the charity we face. Let us embrace the power of collaborations and forge strong partnership. Let transcend borders and ideology. Together we can create a world where peace and understanding prevail. Lastly, I volunteers and all those involved in making this event possible. Your dedications and hard work and instrumental in installing the success and this assembly. May this help general positive change in our world. May the noble teaching of Buddhism continue to guide us on the path toward a more peaceful and harmonious existence. Your sincerely, His Eminent Thích Thiện Nhân.
We didn't know that we also have a message from the Honorable President of Lao PDR, our esteemed delegate, Most Venerable Sisaket, and welcome you to India. We certainly hope that you will keep your connection and bond with the ABCP as ever. And thank you all very, very much. I would now like to request our volunteers to please come and offer the bouquets to our dignitaries. If you could come. Please come. The bouquets are here, one by one. First of all, to His Excellency Shri Kiran Rijiju, very much. We are also grateful to you for hosting the high tea tomorrow at your residence for all the delegates. Mr. Kiran Rijiju. Come, do that. Next, I would request volunteers to kindly present the bouquet to Most Venerable Khambala Demril Choi Jamso, President of ABCP. Bring more. Quickly. Next, to Dr. Suvarnaratana. Dr. Suvarnaratana. Next, to Most Venerable Pambajav, Secretary General of ABCP. And lastly, I request our volunteer to kindly present a bouquet to Most Venerable Lama Lobsangji. Yes.
The second issue on today's agenda is the discussion and passing of recommendation regarding the revised and edited version of the Charter of ABCP. The draft of this revised edition of version of the ABCP Charter was sent to all the national centers. Manager from ABCP headquarters, Buren Drive, will be making a presentation on the suggestions, some of the suggestions that have come, and will introduce the justification from ABCP headquarters regarding the new ABCP revised charter.
자, 이게 durumdan sorunları onda şey olsa that same concept applying software.
And the third issue on today's agenda is the setting up of so-called editorial commission who will be working on the documents that the General Assembly is planning to release at the end of the General Assembly. And we would like suggestions from the national centers who could be on this.
Talking about the Sultan Bodong Nimaroso and in Shinix Sandan Delson, Perusam, the Simbara. The
issue on today's agenda is the consideration of application of requests from Myanmar and Bhutan who have expressed interest in becoming. Just for introduction, thank you very much. So I'll now go on to the comments and suggestions from national centers, proposed revision and editing of ABCP Charter. Indian National Center was the first to respond, and they have given a lot of comments. If you have the, I don't know whether you have the draft charter with you, Article 3.5, it says the opinion of the minority with opinion. It suggested we remove the word minority, and we have accepted that, and we are going with all opinion. The next one is Article 5.3. National centers shall represent the ABCP in the respective countries, and India suggested communities, not with countries at a wider, broader level, and communities as many Buddhist temples and monasteries which are members of national centers. Draft charter. Here, 5.5, again article from the revised edited version of the charter. A Buddhist organization and Buddhists who agree with the aims and objectives, duties and response member and can set up a national center in the respective countries. And India suggested regions because a national center cannot be divided into 3 regions. So I thought at the I mean the headquarters, that region is redundant, so we are not accepting that word, regions. It will be only countries, because the countries represent the national centers, not the regions. 5.9, 5.9.6, while there will be 2 national centers in one country, there should be only one country. I will give the floor for comments, okay? India, after I've gone through all that.
Can very well suggest to abolish one center and one country only one center. If you are going to say that the 2 national centers for 2 countries, means naturally 2 votes are there. Or else you can say to abolish one center, one country will have one center. So this is our suggestion. Please think about it. Thank you. Yes, can I speak?
Center of one nation, that there should be 2 votes. I think now we look forward, not look back. Thank you.
It is a contradiction. I think one national center must have each center. That's one vote. Yeah. It's a democracy, right?
Yes, the same thing I said.
Hello. I have one question. Suppose some countries have 2 national centers, then if those countries they require more centers, then what will be there? Suppose India is a very big country. There are many Himalayan regions and many sects are here, different regions like Mahayana, Theravada. In Nepal we talk in Bhadrayana. If come from one country, what will be that?
No, we have principally agreed to have only 2 centers in any country. That is our principle. In early days that we agreed to have maximum 2 centers in one country. That we already agreed for that. We can't have 3 centers in any country. That principally in the past we agreed only that. We have already chance to have 3 centers in any country. Approved centers, then why we don't allow them what? Because if they are separate centers, then as separate centers, I think better. I am the chairperson of Sumanatissa Center of Sri Lanka, but I am not considering that. But when as Venerable said, all the responsibilities and all the duties are given to one center is same. Then why we only divide the what into 2 responsibilities? No? Then I think the what's also should be according to the center, not according to the country.
Okay, those who taking note, please take these notes carefully. And we
Lankan national centers suggestion, because each national center has own responsibility and rights. Therefore, each center has own work. So that is a good suggestion.
And I know there will be many questions and comments. Thank you. Again, this is the continuation of Indian National Center. Oh, sorry.
And there are 2 centers in Russia, so each center wants to save its vote
So I would think that all the comments we will go through and we will come to a point where it will be all acceptable to all the national centers. So the headquarters will definitely get back to you as soon as possible. And naturally, there will be again questions and queries and clarifications.
You know, one national center, one vote is fine. But as Venerable from countries, for example, India has only one center, so it will be one vote. Bangladesh, for example, has two national centers, so it will have two votes. So how to balance that? That is my problem. So if you can sort that out, maybe India should also have two centers, or so stay united with one center. But I'm not saying that you're not united. You must be very well united. But when you have more than one and with different votes, how does that project? That was my only thing. So I think if we are in a democratic. In that situation, we as well may end up having another center.
So I think we may think in this way. Those countries have two centers. They will get two votes. Okay.
Yeah.
Who have one national center, they can get two votes.
The host or the facilitator should provide us the accommodation or that the food. Even that in that case, if it is difficult, we shall a little bit for that also. So we should not limit it for the members' numbers. If we are going to limit it the numbers, then interest will lost. We should increase the members, not the limit. Should at least five. It will be very colorful to have big numbers from any country. Therefore, in the future, as principle, wherever the council meetings or executive members, so the members should bear their own private expenses. Why should we bear? And then the host country have a simple accommodation and the food. That's my humble suggestion. Thank you.
This time or 1999, if anybody want Mali come to a participate please they allow as a observer. Sure, because our country people, our heart and life, our
we can limit up to 3 or 4 members, but if there are excess numbers are coming, then we can ask them to pay themselves for the accommodation and other things.
Yes, of course, that kind of practice was in the last more than 20 years ago. I know that. In our high region,
whatever the number you ask this, it's okay. But if the access, they want to come and take the
with a total population of 4.6 billion people. So at present we have only 15 country members, and maximum we have only 30 national centers. That is very small number. That's 50 years already. So the bigger number of national centers we have, the stronger
after the 1994, it was for the first time that the Holy Buddha relics was ever taken out of India, and that was to Mongolia in 1994. And since then, the Buddha relics had been taken to different countries for public exposition. And so in that process, after so many years, the Buddha relics was again taken to Mongolia in 2022. Major role, so to say, initiative was with the International Buddhist Confederation. ABCP was also a facilitator in that process. We worked a lot in collaboration with the Ministry of Culture, Government of India, and that was followed by another very important initiative, and that is the publication of one of the most precious holy texts for Buddhists all over. And so Ministry of Culture, Government of India, will take it forward and distribute to all the major Buddhist monasteries in Mongolia, because the text was in Mongolian language, and took it to the institutions, and of course, more importantly, to the monasteries in Russia, and were distributed free of cost. So these were some of the major things that we could do in the last night. But what I'm thinking is to bring out a publication, separate publication on this 12th General Assembly, which we will do after all materials are. We all have the most deep respect for all of them. But for His Holiness, for what he has done over the years, I think he has also made a special place in everybody's heart. So taking Blue Harmony has been fully recognized by the conferment of the Nobel Peace Prize, the United States America's Congressional Gold Medal, the Templeton Award, and countless prestigious accolades, including the Medal of Honor presented by spiritual leader, respected and cherished and admired by millions of Buddhists and others throughout the world. His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama has successfully represented profound and vast ancient Indian wisdom, the basis of which are Karuna and Ahimsa, through his interactions with community of scientists, leaders, environmentalists, and others. The Assembly of ABCP recognizes the significance of the continuation of Ganthan Kotham institution. We further declare July 6th, His Holiness's birthday, to be the Universal Day of Compassion. We request all lovers of peace, compassion, and non-violence throughout the world to join us in the celebration of the Universal Day of Compassion every year on 6th of July. By celebrating compassion and non-violence, we celebrate the essence of the message of Lord Buddha and the teachings of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. We commit to building a truly harmonious and peaceful world. So this is I was Thank you so very much. And with this, I conclude my remarks. This is on behalf of the Indian National Center. Of course, there will be opportunities to make for the presentation in the next session in the evening. Thank you.
Spread of Buddhism in many countries reflect the fact the adaptability and appeal in the region. In the Southeast Asia, emphasis on the Theravada for individual enlightenment. East Asia, development of Mahayana, big schools like Zen. There were ups and downs, declines in some regions, even from India. Globalization sees Buddhism resonate beyond cultural boundaries. Historical evolution reflects endurance, assimilation, and triumph. One factor common in all traditions is meditation. It unifies across schools, various schools. Theravada, Vipassana for mindfulness. Mahayana various practices include merit making and alms giving. Mahayana elaborate ceremonies, festivals. Vajrayana complex tantric practices and mudras. When it comes to architecture and literature, devotion to conveying spiritual insights, architecture, Stupa, Pagoda, and so on, symbolism of the Pali canons, call it Tripitaka, preserves earliest teachings, Mahayana rich array of sutras, including Lotus Sutra, Vajrayana tantric texts, guide advanced practices. Ethically, non-violence, ahimsa, and compassion. Non-violence promotes peaceful conflict resolution. Compassion actively alleviates suffering, influencing charitable activities. Shapes cultural ethos, emphasizing peace, empathy, and well-being. It has cultural aspects too. Heritage preservation and mental health. Mindfulness principles applies in modern psychology, cornerstone in therapeutic interventions for stress reduction and anxiety management. Integration into mainstream psychology reflects profound insights into human mind, shapes
National Center, and I will resign from the post.
Mahasangha, Venerable President and General Secretary of the and all the other office bearers of ABCP, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. Thank you very much for this opportunity for the Vipulsara chapter of ABCP Sri Lanka National Center to present its activities of the last 3 years. Please be informed that I am making this presentation on behalf of Venerable Mahitipe Vimalasara Mahathera, who had to leave this August assembly to attend another important event elsewhere. First, I would like to start my presentation with interreligious activities of Paramadhamma Chaitya Pirivena. Paramadhamma Chaitya Pirivena in Ratmalanga, Sri Lanka, boasts about its remarkable contribution for the revival of Buddhism in Sri Lanka, which had been disappearing under the 400-year-long colonial rule under 3 Western empires before its independence in 1948. The Pirivena has produced many national heroes, both Buddhist priests and laymen, who fought for the independence of the country from the British rule. Having said that, I would like to note about the religious activities, interreligious activities of the Pirivena. As a temple more than connected with members of other faiths, have the opportunity to establish and participate in interreligious activities. Sri Lanka, as you all know, believes the importance of peace and reconciliation among religions and different communities in the country, since it waged almost 3-decade long destructive civil war in the country, which ended in 2009. Therefore, it worked hard to bring about peace and reconciliation in the country. The Pirivena, maintaining international relations in Sri Lanka, conducts a number of religious and social activities annually. Some of them are under the banner of ABCP. This monastery provides Buddhist education for more than 150 students from more than 5 countries in the region. all of them are ABCP countries, and it celebrates Sri Lankan Independence Day, Indian Independence Day, Vesak Festival, and all monthly Poya programs, as well as Sinhala and Tamil New Year celebrations, and annual blood donation program are among the events held among almost every year. Additionally, on the occasion of Chief Incumbents Day, the distribution of dry rations and essential items among needy pregnant mothers, Patna Puja, and other national and international programs are carried out at this religious center. Even amidst the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent downfall of the economy, in 2020 and 23, all these activities were conducted as usual. The Founders' Day the most venerable Founders' Day and late Chief Incumbents Memorial Day of Piruvena at Ratmalana, ABCP National Centre of People's Art Chapter Headquarters in Sri Lanka celebrates a Memorial Day on the 7th of January every year as an annual occasion. Sri Lankan Independence Day, the national day, also known as Independence Day, is a Sri Lankan national holiday celebrated annually on the 4th of February to commemorate the country's political independence from British rule in 1948. It is celebrated across the country with the flag raising ceremonies, dances, parades, and concerts. Main celebration is usually taken place in Colombo, where the president raises the national flag and addresses the nation. Indian Independence Day celebration. With the collaboration of the Indian High Commission and Indian Council for Cultural Relations, along with around 15 Indian Buddhist monks currently studying at the Piruvena, annually celebrates Independence Day of India, which falls on the 15th of August. Republic Day of India. Republic Day is the day the Republic of India marks and celebrates the date of which the Constitution of India came into effect on 26 January 1950. Paramadama Chaitya Piruvena, as a Buddhist center in international relations, celebrated the Republic Day of India on 26 January 2022 with the arrival of former Indian High Commissioner, His Excellency Sri Gopal Bagle, as the chief guest to the event. As the President of the National Committee of the Asia Buddhist Conference for Peace and the Secretary of the Organizing Committee of the 13th Executive Committee meeting of the ABCP, Venerable Dr. Vaitipe Vimalsara Mahathera guided the volunteer group in organizing the Executive Committee meeting. The event saw participation of Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa as the chief guest and Dr. Revant Singh, the director of ICCR, as a guest. Representatives from 25 other countries also participated via Zoom technology. Uh, 24-hour Metta Around the World program. One World, One Time, One Metta is an annual international program led in Sri Lanka by Venerable Maitipe Vimalsara Mahathera of Piruvena. In the years 2020, 2021 and 2022, this initiative aims to radiate loving kindness to the entire world, transforming negativity into light, love and harmony. The 24-hour Metta Around the World is organized by the Buddhist Missionary Society of Malaysia and Alok Foundation, Malaysia. Provision of essential items for pregnant mothers. In the years 2022 and 2023, due to the impact of COVID pandemic and the economic crisis, The Pirivene established a social services initiative focused on distributing dry rations and essential items among needy pregnant mothers from economically disadvantaged backgrounds. Among the social activities established under PDCP, blood donation campaign continues annually through collaboration of the Blood Bank of Sri Lanka. Celebration of Sanskrit Language Day in 2020. Tripitaka Dharma Day special program was held at the Pirivene on 2021, February 19th. Sunday school annual events were also conducted. Under that, New Year celebrations, annual Prefects Day, annual prize giving were held. Quiz program was organized by the Indian High Commission and Swami Vivekananda Culture Center, Colombo. Next, the Vesak celebration, Katina celebration, and so on. Thank you very much for the opportunity given by the MBC. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the representative of People's Sala chapter of Sri Lanka, giving their activity under the name of IBCB. And now let us commence with the second report from Subhana Titsa.
Venerable Dr. Madhavada Humanity Superior, who was one of the founder members of the this ABCP National Center, ABCP in the world. Because I know the history of the ABCP beginning, before beginning this one, our chapter worked for the peace with Buddhist Sarnaka, who was the award medal for fighting peace. He gave this idea to these countries, and they select Mongolia, Sri Lanka, and Russia and other countries, Nepal and other countries, to form this kind of world Buddhist organization with help of the two countries. Therefore, I am the first, one of the oldest helper and member of the ABCP, because since 1975, I engaged with this work, because most venerable Madhavada Sumurtisa Nayak Thero explained, asked me please to join when during my education in the Soviet Union. So I was the first, I was the interpreter from Sinhala to Russia, Russian to Sinhala, and went to the whole countries, Mongolia and Korea, and help and understand what is the meaning of the aim of this world organization. After that, after finishing my education, I came to Sri Lanka and joined with most venerable Sumurtisa asked me, please work. Now you have understand what is the ABCP, because it continue more forever after us. So first General Secretary was our Supreme Patriarch of the Sri Lanka, Amarpura Mahanikaya, most venerable Pandit Erudit, Dauleva Nyanasara Mahatero. After his passing away, the General Secretary of the National Assembly of the Sri Lanka, they select me as the General Secretary of the. Now our President is a believed, great educated man, Professor Madhavada Abhay, who is the President here, and he already began that work which is formed by Venerable Sumurtisa. So he, under his guidance, has done very so many social work in the country, because of the he is the now president and head of the very oldest temple in Sri Lanka, Pakaliyana Sri period, which was founded in 15th century. Now they have already reorganized that period, which was giving the novice more than 1,000. Now every time 100 novice come out from the period, not only for the Sri Lanka, now Bangladesh, Nepal, and also we are very proud to see one of our Ambulama from Mongolia, our Jambaja, one of our former students of our national center, because during his education in the Sri Lanka. Therefore, under the guardianship of our president, Madhagoda Abeti Satero, has done very contribution to Sri Lanka, developed our Buddhist education and developed and also in social work. He promoting the building the building for the low income people. And firstly, I have to mention the Muslim girl who was assassinated by the Saudi Arabian government. He built a house for the family of that girl's together. That is very important because he was a Muslim. But we are not thinking difference of the religions and nationality. We help to them. And also, our center under the Beti Satero has given more than 66,000 computers for the students, and already the children education which they need, and also pregnant women who was necessary improvement for them, and also for students who are studying in the Hirivena, and more than 1 million rupees give the center to develop their Dharmasala and hall. And also every month to 30 students receiving scholarship from this monastery. And also we are monthly giving scholarship and everything, so providing to this thing. So we now we are representing our members of the most venerable Mother Paka Masabi, we were the General Secretary of the Sri Lanka Amarapura Mahanika, one of the great chapters. So therefore, good aim of our ABCP, what is the aim? To promote peace and do everything among the nations. So therefore, first we have joined with two chapters, the main chapter in Sri Lanka, where the 13,000 monks and 7,000 monks, that means Amarapunika and Ramanika, we already signed the joint agreement to work together. It was a great 20,000 monks was in our organization. We have done lots of things. So we want to we organizing the promote coexistence and harmony between nationalities. It is not secret. We have a country, there was a war, civil war, 30 years war, and also some main nationality was a participant on. But government want to defeat them after war, but the joint friendship to develop between two nationalities have done very, very good work. Therefore, we organized Interreligious Peace Foundation under our Father Masadi and myself, and we built, there are 25 national centers in the country, every district, to promote our coexistence and dialogue with the other religions. So, every state, if there are any conflict beginning, any two nations or two religions, our task force, Christian, Islam, Buddhist, Hindu, and already we fought months for fathers and for the clergy went to that places and discuss and dialogue why we are fighting, but it is not reason, and we already solved that problem in Sri Lanka, that so-called places of Malgaon, Mahaman and Mingamu and other North provinces, Jaffna and Vatican and everywhere. We give the understanding, don't fight to each other. Anyway, who can to convert other people, taking to understanding in Sri Lanka. Sometimes they are giving that information about the Muslim and Sinhalese, that Muslim is going to capture to Sri Lanka and to disturb to our work. But actually, it is not true. normally. But we went to the Muslim area and we had discussed with Muslim Maulvi. In Sri Lanka, there are very big organizations, Jamiatullah Ulama Muslim organizations. So we have very good dialogue with them. And they asked me, we have to teach to the Maulvi about Buddhism. And so we gave the information about Buddhism in Maulvi, Islamic Maulvi, Islamic clergy. More than 100 clergy understand what is the Buddhism. Now they are not coming to fight because everywhere they criticize. And so I am one of the lecturer of the Muslim Institute, Samsung Foundation. Therefore, another, I also, we promote to coexistence and with the Muslim and Tamil people. There are about more than 1,000, more than 1 million people living in abroad. It's Sinhala, Devala, Muslim. So now we have to promote to come to Sri Lanka and help to our country, Europe, publicly, and to grow our presence. Now I think our center has done.
All those of my teachers have been telling me about the ABCP when they got back from every time they attended the ABCP Buddhist Conference for Peace. So this is a privilege for me to be physically present here for the first time for this gathering here.
And now you are going to sit again for the conclusion session. And this time I felt very special because we have participation.
Thank you. Thank you very much.